What's up guys, my name is Brandon, and after just unboxing the iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, and iPhone 11 Pro Max, now we're going to move on to the next new product that was just released today, the brand new Apple Watch Series 5. So we're going to be unboxing the Series 5, taking a look at it, comparing it to the Series 4 Apple Watch, and I'm also going to show you guys some really cool custom Apple Watch bands. So let's not waste any time, let's just go ahead and get straight into the unboxing. You can see here the box is pretty much exactly the same as the Series 4 box last year. It's all white, even the watch text there is white. We flip it around to the back, it looks the same as last year as well. And you can see there I decided to go with the space gray aluminum 44mm, and I did get LTE plus GPS. But let's go ahead and take a look at the box. It's going to unbox exactly the same as the Series 4 last year. So we just take these two little slots out right there, then it opens up to our Apple Watch. You can see there I did get the forest green Apple Watch band. I got this to kind of go along with my new iPhone 11 Pro Max, which I did get in the midnight green. It's not exactly the same color, it doesn't look like, but I still wanted to do kind of a little matching deal here, even though I'm not really going to use it. So we'll go ahead and set that off to the side over here and take a look at the Apple Watch itself. You can see there the box, again, exactly like the Series 4. We have the cool Apple Watch graphics here on the inside of the outer box. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the Apple Watch Series 5. So we will have to peel off this little tab right here. Then we will be able to dig right on in. So very easy tab to pull right there. Then we should be able to take the box off pretty easily. It's a little bit tougher usually than the iPhones, but it still is pretty easy. So there we go. And you can see we have our Apple Watch Series 5 right there, along with our Designed by Apple in California pamphlets. And inside of this is just your quick start guide and also some information about the Apple Watch Series 5 itself. Really nothing too important, so we can just set that off to the side. And we have our Apple Watch charger right here. It's the same charger as we got last year. And then we just have the same typical 5-watt charger here as well. No fast charging or anything like that. So now let's go ahead and take the Series 5 out and take a look at it. It is going to be pretty much exactly the same as the Series 4 in terms of looks. So this is the exact same model I got the Series 4 in, the aluminum 44mm space gray. You can see there it looks pretty much identical. Let me go ahead and take the Series 4 off. All right, so if you look closely, you can notice a minor difference in the Series 5 versus the Series 4. Series 5, of course, is on the right. The Series 4 is the one with the watch band on. You can see those little dashes right there in the middle are a little bit smaller, but really nothing else too different here on the Series 5 in terms of looks. Now, one of the big differences between the Series 4 and the Series 5 is the base storage capacity. So the storage capacity for the Series 4 is 16 gigabytes, but for the Series 5, that's doubled to 32 gigabytes. But of course, the biggest difference between the Series 4 and the Series 5 is the always on display. So no longer will you have to just, lean your wrist up like that to look at the time. It's always going to be on, which is a feature I've been asking for years with the Apple Watch. I absolutely hate having to always bring my wrist up just to see the time, and sometimes it doesn't register. So I'm really happy that Apple brought that to the Series 5 now. Couple years late, but better late than never. As far as the processor and the battery life, that is exactly the same in the Series 5 compared to the Series 4. You get pretty much all day battery life, which is up to 18 hours. And the screen itself has that same OLED display with 1000 nits of brightness, exactly the same as the Series 4. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and set this guy up. You can see this is the prompt we get on our iPhone. When we bring it close right here, it says Apple Watch, use your iPhone to set up this Apple Watch. Let's click on continue. Then you will have to scan the little code right there. And since I had the Series 4, I'm going to restore mine from a backup, so restore from backup. And I'm going to do this top one, which is my Series 4, continue. We're going to agree to the terms and conditions down here. And then you can see there it says signing into your account. This may take a few minutes, and you should see this on your Apple Watch Series 5 right now. And while we're waiting on that, I will show you the pine green sport band right here, which I got with my Series 5. So we're just going to peel this little tab right here. And you can see there, that's what it looks like. So pretty much exactly what I expected. Not a huge fan of the sport bands in general. I just like to be a little bit more stylish and have like leather on my wrist, but you can see there that is what the pine green sport band looks like. And like I said, it's not really close to the same color as the midnight green. It would have been cool if it matched, but it doesn't really match too well. The midnight green is a little bit darker and a little bit of a different shade of green. So we're going to click OK on the shared settings right here, and we're going to add a passcode to our watch, and we're going to install updates manually. You can set up Apple Pay if you want to. I'm just going to do this later. We have emergency SOS. It says you can press and hold the side button to call emergency services from your Apple Watch. This will also send a message to your emergency contacts. This is definitely a great feature to have on the Apple Watch. Continue. And then we have cellular setup if you did get a cellular model. I'm just going to go ahead and set that up right now. And now we see the setup for our clock faces. So it says you could change your clock face to personalize your Apple Watch. Let's go ahead and click on continue. And now it will sync our Apple Watch and transfer all of the data over. It says your Apple Watch is almost ready. And you will see the progress circle right there on the Apple Watch. Once that gets filled up, that means it is done syncing everything over. You can see mine is going to take a little bit of time. So anyways, let me show you guys some much better bands than the sport band that Apple gives you. Of course, this is all personal preference. I prefer to have a nice leather band on my wrist. You can see this one right here is an alligator leather black band from Bandwork. And this band just looks and feels absolutely incredible. They are not paying me to say any of this. I've used a ton of Apple Watch bands over time and I absolutely love this one. It's very high quality. And you can see here their packaging and their whole presentation is just top notch. You have this little box right here. Then your band comes in a case like this. And then we take the Apple Watch band out. You can see this one as a little bit of a darker tan color, but it is leather. It's really nice leather. And Bandwork was actually nice enough to send over a limited edition Apple Watch band. And this is actually leather taken from a 1986 Porsche. So you can see it's the same presentation, but this is what the custom band looks like. And this is actually a limited quantity. You get like a certificate of authenticity and everything. So you can see there, the stitching and the leather is really awesome. And again, this is taken from the seat of a Porsche. And you can see there on the back of the band, it's number 55 out of 179 ever made. So this is very limited, very rare band. It's really cool that they even offer stuff like this. Really high quality, really awesome bands. So Bandwork has a nice selection of really high quality bands over on their website. I will leave them linked down in the description below. Monowear is another company that makes pretty nice leather watch bands. Now these ones are going to be a lot cheaper, but they are also pretty nice. I just want to give you guys some options for some leather bands for your Apple Watch Series 5. I would not get the ones from Amazon because they are cheap. They're cheap for a reason. They're not really good quality leather, and most of them aren't even real leather in general. And if it happens to be your first time getting an Apple Watch, the way that you undo the watch band and put a new one on is you press this little button right here and you just pull out. If it doesn't pull out one way, just pull out the other way. And then do the same for the other side, just like so. And to put it on the new one, you just do the same thing. You find the little groove right there and you just slide it in like so, until you hear a little click noise. And then you just do the same thing for the other side. It will click into place, you will feel it, and then you will be good to go. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And while we're waiting on this to finish up setting up, I'm gonna go ahead and readjust this because I definitely put this watch band on completely backwards. All right, and there we go. It says your watch is ready. Press the digital crown to start. So we're gonna press on the digital crown right there. You will feel a little bit of haptic feedback, and this actually feels different. Now that I press this button right here, the digital crown, it does feel different than it did in the Series 4. I'm not sure what it is, but it feels different. The click sounds different too than it did in the Series 4. And going back to the iPhone you set it up on, you can see here it says, welcome to Apple Watch, My Watch, Face Gallery, and Apple Watch apps. Basically just tells you how to set up everything with your brand new Apple Watch. So yeah, guys, that is the Apple Watch Series 5. I absolutely love the always on display already. I could tell this is going to be a big reason for a lot of people to upgrade because the Series 4 would have been black by now and you would have had to pull your wrist up like this just to see the time again. And you don't have to do that here with the Series 5 because it always stays on and it doesn't drain battery life or anything like that just because the screen is on. But again, in comparison to everything else with the Series 4, it is very, very similar. Same look, same processor, same battery life. You do get a more base storage, so you get double the amount of base storage. Again, the digital crown feels a little bit different than it did versus the Series 4. So really the only reason a lot of people are going to be upgrading to the Series 5 is going to be that always on display. And if it's a big enough deal for you, it will be worth it. To me, it is a big deal, so it is worth it to me. But of course, that's going to depend on your personal preference. So yeah, guys, that is the Apple Watch Series 5 unboxing, setup, and also showing you guys some custom bands that I got for this new Apple Watch. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, let me know down in a comment below if you got the Series 5 or if you have a Series 4, and tell me which one you got. I'm really curious to see what you guys have out there. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed so you can see my final review whenever that does come later on next week. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you soon.